and there's no air, the plants will use oxygen the same way you're using it. So then it's going to be you and the plant competing for the same air, right? So then they will use it all up. They will produce the carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide will kill you, right? So we breathe because our body says, you have too much carbon dioxide, get it out. So if you keep all that carbon dioxide in and you keep breathing it, your body gets sick, right? So that's why they say be careful not to sleep with too many plants. It's a wonderful thing to have plants, but not too many and not in a closed space.
I told my dad, he was like, okay.
Okay, so there was this, it's a story. So there was this time I was in school, and my mom, when she came to pick me up, she said that the clock in the bathroom caught on fire. So, like, the firemen had to come with my granddad and my cat. Like, they were in one room, and my granddad didn't know. So, she... Huh? No.
I just said...
They had to go put out the fire, and then they had to like throw away the cloth, and the burn is still there on the wall.
Okay. Let's go around.
I have my own story.
Shh. Go ahead. Shh. Just let him speak, please. Cecil, go ahead. Cecilia, you go ahead. Tell your story, Cecil.
I can't remember it now.
Oh, yeah.
Stop doing it!
Okay, stop. Really, let him tell you. Keep this.
The only story we have is the one.
It doesn't matter. Your mind is not his mind. He might have something you don't know about. Okay. I'll come back to you as soon as you remember. Don't worry. Just try to remember.
That's crazy. I have two things to say.
Hurry up, go ahead.
There's what she said about the girl that left her baby to die. On the news a few weeks ago, I found out that a mom threw her baby out the window. What? Yeah, I saw that too. Her mom literally threw her baby out the window so she could die.
Yeah, the baby died?
Yes.
No. So the baby was. Okay.
And the other
Next one
is about the miracle that happened. It's a true story. The girl fell off of a 6-foot tree. She was like 2 years old and she survived.
I heard of that story too.
Really?
I got like two things to say.
Or not too long ago.
So, okay, now I remember. So I was watching like something on YouTube. Like this lady, I know people know this, but I don't know if many people know this. But like this lady, these kids, they were at their grandma's house, and they were with their baby sister. So they were like playing a game, but their little baby sister was sleeping. So then like they didn't know anything yet, but like they put the baby sister inside the oven, and they turned the oven on to like 150 degrees, and then the baby got cooked. And then
The second thing to say. Your second thing.
Okay.
You guys make me forget. Come back to me.
No.
Go ahead. To the way.
I don't know.
Okay, so I was at home, and then I was doing something at home. I was coloring after my mom put the oven open, so the house almost got on fire. So I smelled something burning hot, and after I told her that something's burning in the oven, but she hurried and finished what she was doing to go check what happened, and it was getting even hotter. And after she went behind it, this smell just got even worse. So the alarm in our house, went on after she saw it was coming from our house. When she when she opened the door, it got all around the building. So she had to turn it off, and it stayed for like 5 minutes. And after, when she opened it again, the smell just
evaporated.
Okay, now I can go.
Wait, we have to go down the line.
The oven in the kitchen, I think something was burning inside because the cooks left it on. So what happened was that because we smelled it on the fourth floor, and once we smelled it,
can we listen to Sephora?
so they left the oven on in the kitchen. So then we didn't care. We didn't even care if we were with our teachers. The teachers just told us to run, so we ran out the building and we went all the way down the block. And what happened was that when the firefighters were coming, they went the wrong way. Almost the wrong way, and you can smell it.
Okay, go.
It should be me next.
This happened to my cousins. Their house, it came on fire. It was someone else. Someone else made the house go on fire. That was upstairs, and then
Why are we talking while other people are talking?
and then my cousins, their house came on fire, and then they had to run out of their house, and then they forgot their dog. So then their mom, she ran all the way to go and get their dog, and then when they came back, they had to live at our house until their house was fixed.
I see. Okay.
I have two short stories. One was about my aunt. She lives in Georgia, and then after that, like a few blocks down from her house, there's these two crazy parents, and they just had twins, right? Twins, boys, and after that, they took one of the twin, and they took the twin and threw it out the window, right? And then my aunt went to go save both of the children, and then she took them and took care of them until they grew up and everything. And now they still text her and stuff like that, like their mom. And my aunt, she took these other two children because one of them, something happened to them, and the baby, she had to eat through a tube, and the other one, she can't see properly in one eye.
All right, so I know you guys have a lot to say, but I just want to continue. Okay, they remember. So him first.
Miss Nicolette.
But I have to continue. Sorry.
No, she said me.
She just has to
Cecil first. Because he forgot before you.
And then after it's me, right?
Okay,
Okay, she said me.
I did say you after her. You forgot?
After him was me.
Cecil, talk, please. Go.
I'm waiting for everybody to be quiet.
Well, you're not Dominican. How about that? How about you speak? Speak, Cecil.
When my dad was at Canada, let's go. And we were sleeping. I was sleeping on my bed, and Cecilia and Mackenzie were playing, and you were sleeping. Mackenzie was sleeping, and this is Auntie Michelle and Auntie Angela. They were in the room talking, and then the alarm went off, but we forgot. He forgot to change the battery, so it was acting up, so it went off, and we woke up. I was still asleep, because when I sleep, my sister had to wake me up.
So you guys thought there was a fire, but it really wasn't.
Can I get it? Yeah, and then the fire department had to like a whole. It's not long. And I say,
Let her finish since this could continue. Sorry.
so we were all sleeping, and then my auntie Michelle, she woke me and my brother up, and she woke her daughter, and then she woke my other aunt, and then she said that she smelled some type of smoke, but it was from some other apartment. So she called 911, and the firefighters came. Then we had to leave the house. I had no shoes on, so I had to leave the house. And then the firefighters came upstairs, and they said it was a false alarm. So I told my aunt, I was like, "You woke me up for nothing."
I didn't get fired, and she saved you. so don't worry about that. Go ahead. It's better to be woken up for nothing than woken up and not woken up at all.
Parts of this.
Oh, really long. Please don't make it long.
They're not long.
Okay, hurry up.
So my mom, when I was like 2 and my brother was like 3, so my mom she was going out to get some water. I was in Haiti. So then she told my brother that he had to babysit me. So like she was making spaghetti. What?
No, I'm looking at her.
She was making spaghetti and it was on the stove. So then
You said you were 2 and how old was he? He was 3 and he was making spaghetti?
no, my mom.
I was just saying.
I'll be like a 3-year-old making spaghetti.
Okay,
I still remember that. So then
I remember things when I was young.
So she left me with my brother. So then my mom told my brother not to let me go to the stove or else I'll burn my hands. So I didn't even know what to do. I was like, we were playing a game and I was so bored. I started climbing the stool to touch the stove. Then my brother was like, get down now. I was like, no. He was like, get down now. I was like, no. So then he took a belt and started whipping me over and over. And then my mom came in. She was like, what happened? What happened? And then my brother was like, she was trying to touch the stove. She was like, that's good for you. I told you so.
Okay, so let's just
So hard.
Oh, you guys, I have to finish.
She has to
Your
finish her
stories are getting a
story.
little longer and longer.
But they come more interesting.
Okay, go ahead. Fine, go.
So my mom, well, it was a different
Oh,
babysitter.
Cersei, could you come down, please, right here and sit? You're doing your own thing, and it's not what we're doing right now.
So my mom called my babysitter, not the one with the kid, like it was the one before. So then she was like, she would always give me medicine every day, only once, like 1 of 5. So then once my mom left, the babysitter didn't even watch me. She was just making food. I was in my crib. I was like so bored. I took the pills. I crunched them up, and then I put in like the liquid medicine. And I don't know what is that thing that you drop.
The dropper.
Yeah. So I instead of dropping it, I opened it. I drank it all, and I fell asleep because like my mom wouldn't do that. So I fell asleep. When my mom came, she asked the babysitter, how long was I sleeping? She didn't eat nothing. She was just sleeping for a long time. She's like, okay, that's good. And the next day, she saw me still sleeping. I didn't even wake up. Then the babysitter, when she came, she saw like fume coming out of my mouth. My eyes went back. Like I was just still, very still. So she had to call my mom. Then when my mom came, she started screaming like crazy, saying, what happened to my baby? You killed my baby. And then like the babysitter was like, I didn't kill your baby. She killed herself. She was like, well, my child do that. So then she took me to the hospital, and then like they said like I wouldn't even live so then I had to stay there for like a whole week. Then a week later, like my mom said I turned blue. Somehow I turned blue. I don't know how. So then like when my mom came, like she started screaming, saying, my baby's gone, my baby's gone. And then my brother was like, what happened? And she's like, your sister's dead. And he's like, no, she's not. Just pray. She's like, I'm praying. My baby's dead.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here to tell you we're ready for you to go downstairs. But we're going to be quiet. We're going right to the big room, not the one we used to play. We're going straight to that thing there. Wash our hands. We're going to dry it, and then we're going to have gloves. Okay? Before we enter the room. Oh, after washing your hands, dry it. We're going to the room where we use the space. Okay, that's what we're going to have.
All right, so let's wrap up. We're talking, so we're done. Okay. All right. So the last thing we're going to say. Sorry, Denise. So the last thing we're going to say is to be safe. So we're about to cook. So I need everyone to pay attention to what I'm saying. So the last thing I'm going to say is, when you go anywhere, right? You have to try to stay in groups. That's one of the reasons why even in the camp, right, when we go places that actually be 2 by 2, because one of the things to be safe about is when you're in the street, right? So be careful when you're in the street by yourself. Make sure you have company. Make sure your parents know where you are at all times, okay? Thank you.